Yo, GameBro here, and this is Let's Play Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. Once again, post-commentary. It was just too awkward when I was doing this live. Not that I don't expect it to not ever be awkward during this recording, but anyway, another red door. Once again for extra mode, and I'd like to correct myself if I didn't before that getting all the collectibles, you actually do unlock something. It's called a boss rush mode, but you can also unlock it by defeating Goku and Krillin's story. See, just two ways to unlock that boss rush mode I just mentioned. Still going through the caves. And the spears actually do damage to the enemies. So the game is fair in that aspect, I suppose. Oh, it's better off to use your pull and such anyway, dealing more damage and all. Exclamation point. Can't make it any further. I was saying the music in this game is quite good. None of it is actually, I believe none of it is actually reused from the anime, save except for like in the Japanese and maybe European version of this game. The opening, it's like use the same music in the opening to the anime, although kind of uses different instruments. In this version. Another boss fight coming up pretty soon. Power pole extend. Unlike the second one of those spots where you can use your power pole to reach great heights. And this pirate robot has a lot of methods of attack. It has that sword, shoots bullets at you, can electrocute you with its tail, can burn you, but this robot is not too difficult to be dealt with. If you see enemies flashing like that, it means you won't be able to attack it, but it's probably common knowledge. Burn, baby, burn. Kamehameha is so worth it now. And good job, past me. Onward we go. Can't make it any further once again. Yeah, if you're not enjoying this game thus far, you probably won't enjoy this game later on, if this isn't your type for some reason. And here I just reached a dead end. I did have some food though at the end, but there's ultimately a trap. Those enemies, those robot enemies, they'll explode once you defeat them, and yeah, damage will actually be dealt if you stand near them when they're about to self-destruct. Keep that in mind. Don't get near them. I remember when I first got into this series, I've only ever watched like got into a handful of anime before when I was a young kid. I watched some Pokemon, Digimon, Sonic X, F-Zero, Fighting Foodons. Next to nobody remembers that show. Yeah, I never disliked anime, but but I was not a huge fan before I got into this series. It's because of the show that I'm a lot more into anime now than I was when I was younger. Such an enjoyable show. The fabulous one, General Blue. Of course he wouldn't. So, what is different about this guy is his telekinetic powers. And he can freeze you, leave you vulnerable for whatever attack he has, and he's also got a shotgun. Look away. I was too soon to look at him. Boom, headshot. Why did I use that Kamehameha there? 2 bars and using Kamehameha, not really worth it. But yeah, despite this guy's techniques, it's not too difficult. Don't look at him quite yet. And again, he has telekinetic powers, which I don't remember if he actually used in spell, but yeah, that's one of his powers. And I defeated him before he gave him the chance. One thing I liked about this show, one of the several things I liked about the show more than the sequel, is that it focuses more on technique and not as much on power levels. I mean, usually the stronger one overcomes the weaker one in the show too, but at least not like with Breeze to those with a weaker power level. Show does have more variety of powers and such. But Goku never asked you. You insist on coming along, Bulma. The land of Korin, or by its Japanese name, Karin. Story's going by really fast. And here's the most evil antagonist thus far, Mercenary Tao, or Tao Pai Pai. In this battle, you're actually supposed to lose. It is impossible to win. I mean, you can get him down to just a smidgen of health, but then you automatically use the Dodan Pa, or Dodan Ray. And how come I have less ki than I usually do? Yeah, Mai was kind of being a good sport here, but I mean, again, it's impossible to win, so you may as well purposely take damage. There he does his Dodan Pa. Which normally would have killed Goku. Except his grandpa's memento saved him. 4-star Dragon Ball. So even though he finally found his 4-star ball, now he'll be making use of it with the rest to bring the Indian boy's father to life. And Corn is some kind of cat. Catch him 10 times, like you said. Another one of those mini games. I kind of wish this game was pretty much all just platform and beat 'em up, because the fighting genre, the mini games, they're okay, I guess, but the platforming beat 'em up style is so much better. It's a lot more enjoyable, but thankfully it takes up the majority of this game. Constantly using the aperture image techniques. You don't seem to have a time limit, so there must not be. Pretty easy to tell the after images from the real one. Took Goku 3 days, whereas it took his master, Roshi, 3 years. Poor Roshi. The land of Corrin. Not so fast. Three seconds, my foot. So, of course, you're supposed to win this time. No freebies. Of course, it's probably a lot easier this time. Again, I recommend while in midair, charging your Kamehameha, and then unleash it when your opponent gets back up. But I failed to do so there. I believe Tao is one of the many playable characters in the fighting mode, which I will probably show off. We'll see. I'm still not sure if I'm going to show off the second quest. It's pretty much just the same with the red doors opened and being able to use Power Pull Extend anytime you wish. Got him. Such great timing. There, now I'm taking my own advice. Good job, past me. This fight will have to be one of the best in the anime. It was probably the best fight thus far as far as I am into the series. Although not long after this is when, like, the Dragon Ball Z like filler, you know, opponents just staring at each other. It's not long after this where it starts becoming a problem in this series. So as awesome as many of the later fight scenes were, the filler definitely hurts. And Dragon Ball actually has some of the best filler throughout the shonen animes. I mean, some of it ends up being BS. Like in one of the filler episodes, it explains that the Dragon Balls were originally one, but since people were greedy, it split into 7 different ones. But a lot of the filler episodes are at the very least enjoyable. There are even some filler scenes that make the anime even better, like put more detail into things and such. But yeah, that'll be the end for This Is GamePro. See you all in the next video.